Hey, so greetings salutations everyone, my name is Axe, and this gameplay commentary is going to be Counter-Strike Go on the map Shoots of Arms Race, where I actually get the gold. So it was a pretty good moment. It's like my first victory I had, and I had it filmed, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's awesome. So I'm going to have that up, but this gameplay commentary isn't going to be much about the gameplay and more about the commentary. And I'm actually going to share a story from my life, because my last Team Fortress Friday video, a viewer suggested me talking about like trolling or like being trolled as like a topic, and lately I've been taking topics I kind of would for Team Fortress Friday and I'm putting it in like normal videos because it's stuff I like to talk about and stuff I like to know about, or I know about. Anyways, so I kind of want to share this story of this one time in my life where I unintentionally trolled the teacher really hard, and like totally, she thought I was completely someone else. And so I guess I'll get into it, right? So this goes back to my senior year of high school, right? This is the second semester, so this is like the final leg, right? And I get transferred into this new English class, okay? And before I get totally into this, the teacher is not stupid, by the way. She's very, very smart. Like, I really liked her. But anyways, I get in this class, and first thing off the bat, you know, nobody really knew. I mean, I knew a lot of people in there, but I never have had this teacher before in all my years of the high school. Never have even really talked to her. Didn't even know her till I went in there. So a few weeks in, everything's fine, you know, nothing's wrong. And then one day, I'm just kind of doing my work, right? You know how teachers kind of loom and kind of glide across the room and like will make small little comments that really aren't that important, but it looks like they're being very productive. Well, she's like walking by and I'm working, and like under her breath, I just hear her say, it's like, oh, you know, nice work, Marcus. My name is Alex. And so she calls me Marcus. At least I thought. It was really hushed under her breath, so I didn't know for sure, right? I'm just like, no biggie, whatever. And so I just kind of ignore it, continue off my work. Well, within the next few weeks, I keep hearing more of these, like, Marcus. Like, she's never went out and just said, like, oh, hey, Marcus. But it was, like, you know, stuff where, like, you think she said it, and you're, like, dead positive. Well, finally, after so long, like, literally, like I said, weeks, literally, of her kind of doing this, it was obvious that she thought my name was Marcus. Yet, the odd thing was that I was turning papers in saying Alex, and Alex's attendance was fine. Yet, she kept calling me Marcus. So instead of being a good student and, you know, a good citizen, going up to just be like, oh, hi, you know, sorry for the mishap, I'm actually Alex. I just kind of decided, you know, how far can I go with this, right? So I'm not fueling any flames, by the way. I'm just thinking, I wonder how far this will go. And this was, you know, senior year, I could care less at this point, really. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have a little fun before I go out, right? So, moreover, keeps kind of solidifying this idea of Marcus. I tell my friends about this, you know, alternate thing, and they think it's the funniest thing. Well, it gets even worse. So one day, I'm in that class, right? I'm talking to her one-on-one about an assignment, and I have a friend in that class who loves to break social norms. I mean, that is his thing. He literally loves just to do the most awkward stuff to people, and like gets the biggest kick out of it just because they get really uncomfortable, right? Well, anyways, I'm talking to her, and he comes up right behind me. He puts his arm over my shoulder and says, hey! And she looks at him, and then she looks at me, and then back to him with her mouth. Her mouth is like slightly agape. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gay Marcus now. I am now gay Marcus of this thing. And that's my personality to her, right? So, moreover, this whole idea of this, like, again, keeps calling me Marcus, keeps doing that. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm thinking about this. I'm like, I'm putting Alex on my paper. Friends in the class are calling me Alex in front of you and all this stuff. But I'm gay Marcus now because of all that and all this most ram crap. And again, she's not stupid. She was just, I think, really confused as to what happened. But yeah, as it went on, this is literally past the quarter. So I believe in the end, it was literally 3/4 of that class I had with her. She thought my name was Marcus, and yeah, there was that seed planted that he was my gay lover. So that was great, right? Again, not fueling any fires. Well, finally, one day, so this teacher was big on like discussions and like participation, right? And so one day we're in this group discussion, we're kind of in a circle, haven't totally gotten into it yet, right? And she asked me this question about this shirt. I was wearing a jazz festival shirt because I used to be kind of in the jazz band there. So she said, I think it was like, Marcus, what instrument did you play? And I totally spaced her out because I'm just working on my work, right? I'm not used to be calling Marcus. And like, even though she's been calling me that like off and on, I never, adopted that name, right? So then she kind of goes and it's like, Marcus. And I'm still spaced out. It's like, Marcus. And I'm just like, huh? Me? And she's like, yeah, you, Marcus. And then, like, I didn't say anything, but my friend right next to me is like, his name is Alex. And the look on her face was, oh my goodness. It was disbelief. It was, like, really big regret. But it was just like, what? Like, she was speechless, though. Her mouth was literally open. I was like, and she just, like, whatever. And so I just sat there. I'm just like, yeah. It was the best. Probably the best moment I had that entire year, just because I didn't suffer. I had the best situation. I was, getting the grade, the attendance, yet calling me Marcus. So some of you might be wondering, why is she calling you Marcus? Well, turns out there was a kid that transferred in the same time I did, but he just never showed up. He never, any day, he wasn't there. And so she just assumed I was Marcus. And I don't know how she didn't put 2 and 2 together, thinking, oh, Marcus is turning in papers for Alex. Huh, that's odd. But no, she thought my name was Marcus, and this was completely legit. So that is my unintentional trolling story. And it was by far one of the best high school things I had. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching with this. Hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, have an awesome day.